Alright, so now that we've done our Pumpkin Gorge quest, I think it's time for us to finally go to the Sleeping Village, which is a pretty awesome level. It's the only place we can really go, so here we go. This level's a little bit freaky. Now this level works differently than the usual ones.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
So deal with this level is that unlike the rest of the game, where you're killing enemies, we have to not kill the townspeople. We have to just suck it up and get hit. The church! There's a health thing here, which is good. We're gonna need it. A crucifix once stood here, but the mayor took it. Find a replacement and see how the church should really look. A hidden secret in the church. Yeah, so we literally need to just not get attacked by the townspeople. Or we need to not kill the townspeople at least. Like that little child there. Alright, so we need to move something to get that open. We can do that, but we also need to open up the gate, so we need to find the moon. It's down here. Closes something. Oh! There we go. We can get the chaos rune now. So that's good. Alright, let's go get this chaos rune. What is this guy selling? Services. Nope. Supplies. Oh, we can get more arrows. And more spears. Spears are expensive though. Oh, this room is cool. This is the lore room. It's got lore in it. Like, it's got, like, backstories and stuff. There's a guy here. He'll disturb our... You missed my guy. This is a bad situation. Heroes from History, a retrospective, Chapter 1. In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Stanya Ironhewer was unsurpassed in his skill as a blacksmith. He was equally happy pounding on his anvil at home, as he was pounding on someone's head in battle. It was said that his only fear was the end of the village smithy, as the focus of manufacture in favor of more centralized units, as if... Chapter 2. Born a humble peasant to one of the nomadic tribes from the Eastlands, Blood Moneth Skullcleaver gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half the civilized world. When he finally died, attempting a single-handed attack on a garrison in the north, while armed only with the spike on his helmet, he was the richest and most powerful peasant of his day. Chapter 3. Karl Stungard spent most of his formative years under siege at his family castle, with his impregnable magic shield. Stuhlengard's motto was the best form of attack is defense. Sadly, his shield couldn't protect him against poor eating habits, and he died during a post-battle feast while swallowing a large sausage he had failed to chew. Damn. Damn, that's rough. Chapter 4. Truly the hero's hero, Woden the Mighty, was fearless, single-minded, and uncompromising. Beaten in combat, he inspired raw fear in friends and enemies alike, not to mention in close family members and pets. Chapter 5. Trained from birth in all forms of combat, Amanzi Shongama was the warrior queen of a tribe of Amazons. The bold and beautiful Shongama banished all males from her territory except the handful she kept on to mow the lawns of her people. Chapter 6. A full-time mother and homemaker, Megwin Stormbinder had to defend her settlement from barbarian raiders while the menfolk were away on a hunting trip. She fought off repeated attacks armed only with a pitchfork and a rolling pin, and with one arm holding her baby. Legend has it that the gods, impressed by her indomitable courage, intervened and added thunderbolts to her arsenal. She won the battle with a couple of bolts to spare on her husband when he finally returned. Chapter 7. Dirk Steadfast was a fearsome opponent, thanks to his magic sword and firmly held belief that only women defend themselves. Real men are always on the attack. He was a friend and contemporary of Karl Stungard, and was with him even to the end. It was whilst Steadfast was explaining his view on Stungard's shield during the feast that the latter had his tragic and unexplicable accident. Chapter 8. Descended from the finest centaur bloodstock, Ravenhooves the archer was the last prince of his people, a proud and hardy aristocrat. He was an accomplished hunter, sportsman, duelist, playboy, raconteur, and 3 times Derby winner. Chapter 9. Captain of the militia in the time of King Peregrine. Sir Daniel Fortescue found fame when he killed the renegade wizard Zarok, a career soldier raised in the royal household. He was adored by the men under his command, and renowned for his loyalty to Gallowmere. It was said that Fortescue was always destined for greatness, with his square jaw, steely gaze, and thick shock of hair, as black as the raven's wings. He looked every inch a hero. Sir Daniel's about to get hit by an axe. Get away from me. Oh! History of Gallowmere. I gotta freaking read this. You know, I might just kill this guy just to peacefully read the lore. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sure I'll be able to make up for it. Let's be real here. I can make up for it. There's enough souls around. History of Gallowmere, Volume 1. During the dark times that was Gallomere's not too distant past, it was King Peregrine who thwarted Zarok the Necromancer and his plan to enslave the land. Zarok, once the king's mage, had fallen out of favor with the ruler for conducting outlandish experiments on the bodies of the dead. It was said that deep within Peregrine Castle the dead were restless. I can't read for crap. The dead are to be honored, not kept as the playthings of alchemists, declared King Peregrine. As he banished Zarok from the castle, all of Zarok's living dead were routed out and destroyed. Zarok, being an unforgiving soul, went into hiding and vowed to wreak his revenge on the king. Rumors of ill-doing and dark deeds abounded through the land of Gallowmere. It was whispered that Zarok had employed the aid of shadowy demons to help build his vast castle. Under the cover of night, Zarok's dark army spilled forth from the corrupt haven. The army marched south across the Silver Mountains and through the Silver Woods. Soon afterwards, even the Pumpkin Lands belonged to Zarok. The folk of Gallows Town cried out for help. "Save us, good King Peregrine!" Retaliation was swift and violent. King Peregrine's forces, led by the brave Sir Fortescue, drove Zarok's army back from the Gallows Town. There was much rejoicing, but the war was not yet over. See, I love this. It's so cool that they have this just here to help explain the lore in just one little level here where we can freaking actually like read the history of the game. It's not told outright, but if you want to learn more, it's here for you. News that Zarok's army had now taken the Floodlands caused much concern. From this vantage point, Zarok could march west to take the Enchanted Forest. This sacred place would prove a bitter defeat if it fell into the hands of the evil sorcerer. It was Sir Dan Fortescue who once again led the king's militia to rid the demon hosts from the land. Yet the evil wizard was cunning and had prepared an ambush. A titanic battle ensued, of which history was never since seen the like. It was said that the day would have gone to Zarok, but for the skill and valor of one man, Fortescue led the charge deep into the massed ranks of the undead, felling Zarok's bodyguard, the fearful Lord Kardok, and before finally succumbing to his own mortal wounds, slew the traitorous sorcerer with the mighty sweep of his sword. That did not happen. That's the whole plot. It didn't actually happen. It's just written that way. The forces of evil were destroyed, but at a terrible price. None but a handful of the king's militia returned from that field. Galamir's lost a whole generation of young men that day, including Canny Tim, the legendary crossbowman, and Fortescue's second in command, who fell in the first volley of arrows. That didn't happen. That's the thing. This is why it's so interesting. Zarok's body was never found, though if it lies unarmored in the unmarked grave, then no one in Galamir would have shed a tear. The shadow demons that had fallen under Zarok's banner were unnatural creatures that did not belong to the world of the mortal men. The king declared that they were to be banished, entombed under the pure earth of the enchanted earth. Imprisoned within the impregnable box of the king's design, the demons were buried deep underground. Their tomb was sealed with a magical device that has since come to be known as the Chateau Artifact. We need to find that. But yeah, it just shows you though, like the history was written so that Sir Dan was the hero, but he wasn't, as we saw at the beginning of the game in the cutscene. Dan was shot at the first charge and died right there. But he was still hailed as a hero. So the whole point of MedEvilll is that we're actually trying to prove ourselves after the war was over, that we are the hero and we can stop Zarok one last time. Properly this time. That's why MedEvilll is just such a great little story. It's you trying to prove yourself. Sir Daniel is such an underrated character. A tourist guide to Galamir, Part 1. The land of Galamir is a wondrous land of breathtaking sights and adventure. If it's a beauty you are looking for, be sure to check out the sights of the Enchanted Forest. Scale the heights and see the nests of giant dragon birds. Seek out weird and wonderful plant life. Go ooh and ah to the sight of baby dragon toads splashing about in the crystal clear ponds. Why not take a walk through the Pumpkin Valley? Pumpkin is Galamir's favorite dish, and how about the valley? Now the valley is just bulging under the weight of young pondlings waiting to harvest. It is a mystery you're looking for, then. The seasoned adventurer should travel to the ruins of the King Peregrine's castle. Yes, this is the fortress from which the fabled King Peregrine once hailed. It is said that the king's crown was lost in the dungeons below the castle, and that the ghost of the regent himself now haunts those cold stone passageways. Spooky! Why not take the swamps and seek out the mythical town of Mellowmead? This place was once said to be the place of fantastical arcane alchemy, but an age has passed since it was consumed by the murky swamps. Perhaps great treasure awaits any adventurer that can locate its watery resting place. So we need that. That's important. We need to find the blacksmith shop. What's this? To whom it may concern, I must make haste, for Zarok's men will be here within an hour. I have taken the crucifix from the church. It is the key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast and then had it destroyed. This is my hope, that this cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signed, the town mayor. So, I don't really know if... I mean, obviously this is a fantasy world. I don't know if it's actually like... Hold on. So we got the crucifix. We need to find the blacksmith shop. troll's head. 1 second, 1 second. Ah, I don't want to hit the girl. No, I don't want to hit the girl. No. The rune key is held aloft by the flow of water. Okay, we got that. We're trying to find the blacksmith. We need the key for that. The rune. That was a cool juke, you gotta admit. Uh-oh. This is good. Made an earth rune for that. Oh, Jesus Christ. And there's the earth rune there. They don't notice me yet. Oh, there's... statue. Buster Mr. Shanks landlord of the Troll's Head. To clean the statue, lower the pedestal. Yes, here we go. This is where we need it. But we need gold. That's the thing. This is good. Blacksmith's Monthly. An old man, Willie Green of Gallows Town, was awarded Smithy of the Season by our readers. His outstanding casts have produced many intricate and hard-wearing iron goods and sculptures. Willie only uses the finest metals in his work, and particularly noted for his magnificent busts. Old man Willie was quoted as saying, "Hey, when I get pumping on me bellows, there no stopping me. It's all in the rhythm, up and down, up and down. I've been always inspired by the stories of Stanya Ironheel, the greatest smithy that ever there was. And yeah, sound like I'm from something else." So we gotta push that, but we need to put something here first. The cast goes here, but we don't have anything to melt into the cast, so we gotta get that golden statue. Where we get the golden statue from, I don't remember. So that's the blacksmith. Blacksmith has that. Oh, we can also check outside too. That's important. We gotta check outside. Uh-oh. Go away, you crazy old man. Don't hurt me. I'm just on my way. Oh, don't do this to me. We gotta head to the place I was at before. It's a little confusing, the map, but it's okay, we'll figure it out. Just keep going through each door until we finish this one. Yes. I think I gotta push the barrel so I can jump on and grab it. Oh! Oh! There we go. That was nice and gentle. Good for me. There we go. It lowers it, and then we can go grab it. Oh. Oh. We can go melt it into the cast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There were guards.
Hurry, comrades, tear this place apart. If we don't find the shadow artifact, Lord Zarak will have us mocking out the demons for the next millennium.
I got armed guards. This is how we can get chalice souls and stuff. Let's fight these guys. That guy died. somewhere around here.
Stop! Stop!
A crucifix. Now we must return it to the church, to the chapel of the town. There we will know its true secrets. What do you mean? The safe key. Ah, we're gonna head that way now. This is good. Dear Sir, Madam, on my travels across Gallowmere, I have come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which filled me with deepest dread was the discovery of the tomb of the Shadow Demons, the key to their dank prison. The mysterious shadow artifact is now in my possession. That dress-wearing bully boy, Zadok, will not stop at nothing to retrieve his item. I fear that he already knows that it's I who possesses it. It's yours faithfully, the town mayor. I can't read. Bye-bye, sir. I'm gonna go to the yard now.
Line up!
90%. Ooh, this is good. Let's see. Ooh, there's the chalice. That's good to know. Wait. That's so funny. When you hit his head, it makes a clunk noise. I love the details like that. That's so awesome. Oh, this game's great. Okay. These are some really weird angled houses with really flat roofs. No! What the frick was that? Platforming is my passion. Okay, we're good. We got it, and then we gotta jump into the chimney, I'm sure. Oh, yes. The mayor's quarters had access to the front gate of the castle, the town of Gallo. This is the safe right here. Uh-oh. The shadow artifact is ours. We can summon the demons and bring them to bring ruin to the lands of Gallowmere. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know why I try to sound like that all the time. I just think it's funny. There's this goddamn marching band of an army. Uh-oh. We can go collect our chalice now. This is so good. I don't know why I always revert to some weird British accent. I apologize if you're watching this and you're British. I don't know why I keep doing that. I just think it's a fun accent to do. So I do it all the time. Oh yes, like this. I'm going in here. I probably sound terrible. That didn't even sound British. That sounded sort of Australian. Oof, I apologize.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
Alright, who is next? I believe it could be the Shield Man, but I don't think it is. This is like my favorite dude. It is my favorite dude. Oh, I'm excited.
Ah, Herr Fortescue, you are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, Stungard, what do you think of this sword or that axe? But I say to them, Nein! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields. I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to use it, this is rubbish! So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
The science of the shield! I love him so much. I love Stungard. It was my favorite dude in this camp of weirdos. Well, with that, we are going to exit the beautiful heart of yours now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Freaking. Yeah.